Going on, Jacob? How we doing, buddy? Just got set up. Small town, 336. What's going on, guys? What's going on, Troy? Man, guys, I'll apologize right now for my setup. The river is really high, and the wind is ripping, so I couldn't set up on top of the dike where you guys could see everything really good. But the wind's ripping, so I kind of got back down this hole, trying to stay out of the wind so you guys can hear me. If the wind dies down, I'll end up moving up to the top of the dike. So we'll see how this goes. What's going on, Randall? So, Chris, how you doing, buddy? So yeah, we just literally got set up. So we're gonna give this a go for a while. The river has, like I said, it's been really high last few weeks, and it's actually on a drop right now. So I don't know how good that's gonna work out or not, but we got some shad, we got some carp for bait, and we got some chicken. I got the very outside rod. I put a piece of chicken on. I'm actually gonna probably reel that rod in and readjust it due to the current. Oh, if we get it here already, possibly. Small town, yes. The wind is ripping. I actually was gonna hunt this evening, but the wind is ripping, and I've got some stuff I got to be able to where some folks can get a hold of me if something comes up. So, and where I hunt, yeah, you can't get a hold of me. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go fishing. Haven't been to the river in shoot, couple 2-3 weeks now. Rondell, uh, about what you hit me in the comments when this live stream's over, buddy. I will make you a mod. Cause I've tried to make people a mod when I'm doing my live stream, and if for some reason it jacks my whole stream up. So as soon as this stream's over, I will make sure I make you a moderator, Rondell. Yeah, I'm gonna take that outside right. I'm gonna readjust. What's going on, Lynn? Hooks and hammocks. What's going on, Chris? We got this coming in. Yeah, the river is probably, oh my goodness, a good 8 to 9 foot higher than it was the last time I fished. So, because usually I'm way down at the base of the dike, and I'm actually about midway up. And like I said, if this wind lays down, I'm going to relocate everything up to the top of the dike. But with the way this wind's ripping, you guys will never be able to hear me. Troy, appreciate it. Boy, Troy, good job on John Oilers tournament. Man, you did awesome. Second rod just got a little. All kind of drift out here in this, out there in front of me. Actually, you guys are facing on this wing dike. You guys are facing towards the bank. The main channel is back behind us, and I've got these two rods thrown out towards the main channel. But the water being high as it was, I could not find anywhere to set up my rods and everything. So I ended up doing this. So this is something a little different than I normally do. So fish to about dark, and then see how this goes. And a water high as water, I actually probably could do pretty decent closer to the base of this dike. So I figure I'll come out here in this current seam and see how things are working out here. Well, it was nice and calm this morning, but it was raining. It didn't stop raining here until around, probably 9 o'clock this morning. And I guess around 11, this wind came in. And right now it's like 58, 59 degrees, but it is supposed to drop down in the 30s by morning here. So, what's going on, Kevin? Uncle Jeep? How we doing? I haven't seen you in a while, buddy. But yeah, it's been a little bit since I've been out here in the river, so I was gonna head to a power plant link today, but the way this wind was ripping, there's no way you guys been able to hear me on the stream. So I figured, well, I'll come out here and give this a shot. Uncle Jeep, really busy work. Yeah, it's been like this. They gave us off today for Veterans Day. That's about been the only days we've been getting off. It has been just absolutely insane how busy we've been. So back to work tomorrow and more likely all this weekend. I enjoy good TV again. There's been some good live streams on lately. I know. This Saturday night they got the Tennessee Potomac River challenge. Them guys. That ought to be a good one. I know Big Mike was live last night. Chunky and I think no, he was live earlier today. Then and Chris and Telly, they were live last night and they caught a few fish. Well, Uncle Jim, I hope you enjoy your vacation, buddy. I uh, usually take a vacation the first. guys. We're hooked up. Step on. I think I'm out of screen. I was off screen. Wanted to see this. Tell you what, this is on a piece of chicken. Well, this fish actually fighting like he might have some size to him. Oh yeah, nicely, nicely. Right. Well, I don't got much room out here on this tip. All right, guys, here we go. First fish for the day. Got him on some chicken. Let me dig my scale out and we'll see what he weighs. Oh, y'all have to excuse me. I'm a little unorganized. It's kind of a last minute trip here, so wait just a second here. I'll get the scale out of here. There she is. All right. All right. Not bad at all. 27 pounds, 27 and a half pounds. So. All right, buddy, open up. Show you off to the fine folks at home real quick. We'll get you back. All right, guys, I'm gonna get this guy back in the water. All right. Well, like I said, it's a little tight right here while I'm fishing. And kind of surprisingly, I caught that fish in some slack water, kind of coming in behind the back of this dike. Caught him on some old chicken. We'll get this rod back out. All right, guys. Got the skunk out pretty quick. Tell you what, it is tight off the top of this dike right here. Hey, Danny, how we doing? James, how you doing, buddy? Solo Texan. Man, Fishing Freedom had to be off last Sunday. Caught one bigger than that. It's some 25-pound tuna. What's going on, Solo? Thank you. Yeah, I've got the this whisker seeker scale, and I've actually taken a dumbbell I had laying at the house, a 25-pound dumbbell, and it showed it dead on the money. All right, guys, I got to reposition that rod. Again, the one I just threw out. The current picked it up, and dragging it out. I want to get that thing out. Sounds good to me, Danny. Oh. Yeah, I've tried a few different scales and stuff, and I've seen like these whisker seekers. I've had better luck with these whisker seekers than any other scale. So, but well, I've got these two outside rods out in that main current. I may end up having to reposition them and bring them back into the slack of water if that trend continues. That fish wasn't hitting hard at all. You just kind of popping it real easy. And what's going on, J Dog? Let's see, we've been out here right at 18 minutes, and we caught our first blue, J Dog, a 27-pounder. So off to a good start anyway. Cause back in behind us, going up there is the slack side of this wing dike, and it's a really good wintering hole. I've caught some nice cat there in the dead of winter, but yeah, these cats are still away from wintering up yet. They're really, really active yet. So Tim Molina, how we doing? Appreciate everybody coming in. Hopefully that first fish wasn't a fluke, and we can continue on and pick up a few more. May have to add some lead to this outside rod because that current, that main current out here is ripping right now. Well, I can't believe how much wind has picked up. Danny, I want to be honest with you. I would be in the tree stand right now, but I've got to be. I'm on call right now, so I've got to be close by to where if they get a hold of me, I can head in. So that is the only reason I am not in the woods right now. Yeah, I'll be honest. I very, very, very rarely ever fish in November. Because usually I'm in the deer woods chasing whitetail and like. But I didn't just want to sit at home waiting for a phone call that might not come. So, like, you know what? I'll head to the river where I can have service and still do some fishing. You know. Yeah, I'm hoping this wind will die down so I can readjust my phone setup because we can give you guys a better shot of these rods and everything. And I'll be the first to miss. I miss a lot of outstanding fishing every year in that late October, November time frame. Because usually, like I said, I'm usually deer hunting. I mean, a good point was so do not disturb in November. Yeah, usually that's the case, but I don't know about being on call. I work for a water department in my hometown. I don't go back until Christmas Eve. Holy cow! Yeah, that would be wow. That would be all right. I'd love to be able to hunt the entire month of November and the early part of December. A lot of folks don't like bow hunting late. You know, after the gun seasons are over and you get into December, late December, January. A lot of guys don't like hunting that time frame. I love it. I love late season hunting. Need to get your butt in the tree in the morning. Yeah, Aaron, I'm back to work tomorrow. Like I said, I'm on call today, and I am back to work tomorrow. Our firearm season actually opens this weekend, and I still do not know if I'm going to be able to hunt or not. I got to see what's going on with our work. We got a few issues that we're hoping to get taken care of tomorrow. If we get them taken tomorrow, I'll be out in the woods Saturday morning for our gun opener. All right, I am going to make an adjustment with this second rod here. Oh, ain't missing much. I got out. I was able to get out a few days ago. Got off work early enough, and I did kill a doe for the freezer, and I seen 3 or 4 different bucks that afternoon. Nothing big though. All right, Aaron. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, the weather's been crazy around here lately. Fucking get a 70-degree day one day, and then it'll be down in the 20s in the morning. The last 3 days, it's been crazy warm, and then by tomorrow morning, it's supposed to be in the 30s. And the water temperature's in the low 50s right now. So these blues will stay active, all the way until the water gets like in the low 30s, and even then, you still get into them. But after today, I'll probably be seriously. Any day I get off in the next few weeks, I'll probably be deer hunting. So I want to get out here and try to get at least one more fish strip in and live stream in before I start getting serious with my hunting. Rondo, what are the baits? I have this first rod. I have a carp head. Second rod, I have a shad head and body section. And the rod I just caught the cat on was actually a chunk of chicken thigh. And I used chicken all summer, at different times. And I caught a few dinks and stuff this summer, but it was the same way last winter. It seemed like once it got cold, I had better luck with chicken. And I've heard the exact opposite from a lot of folks. They say the hotter it gets, the better chicken works. And with me, it was the exact opposite this year. I couldn't catch a good fish on chicken once the water got hot. guys, we are hooked up again. I was on chicken again. All right, I might be switching another rod over to chicken. We're down. There we're down. All right, here we go. Fish number 2. And that fish was also on chicken. I'll tell you what, guys, I might reel one of these other rods in and put some chicken on it. It's just a nice little fun sizer right here. Let's get this fish back. There you go. And the second fish, still got my chunk of chicken here, so. Yeah, I think I might end up putting another some chicken on another piece of on my other rods here. Danny Stone, I'm gonna tell you what. It was last winter was my first time ever using chicken. And as a matter of fact, the first time I ever used it was out on this tip of the dike, and it was like February. Well, it was January. I mean, colder, get out. It was probably like in the low 20s, and I had these 3 rods out, 2 of them with other baits, and I never got hit. And the chicken, I caught 2 fish, and then we fished this power plant lake over in southern Illinois, and just absolutely kill them on the chicken. Right. We'll reel the second bait in here. What's going on, Greenwell? How we doing, buddy? Mike, so far we've got a 27 pounder, and I just turned back I don't know, heck, maybe a 7-8 pounder, maybe. right. Done made believer I'm fishing free match chicken when he went fishing. And I was giving him crap, but I guess I'm going to have to take crap from him now. Oh, yeah. I get a lot of crap from folks in the catfish community for using chicken, but it's all in good fun. But I'm going to tell you what, I've had some great luck with it, but it's just. Now, don't get me wrong, in the summer months, oh my God, you can catch a ton of small fish with it. But it seemed like I was having better luck in the colder months with these bigger fish on the chicken. So I haven't caught it like a true giant yet on chicken. I think the biggest one I might have caught a chicken might have been in the upper 30s. But there have been plenty of guys I know that have gotten some absolute just gigantors on chicken. For really big cats, I'm always partial to fresh cut carp or shad. Greenwell, yeah, like I said, there was last winter, first time I ever tried it, and I was the same way. I was like, chicken, come on. And I actually got a couple videos out I've done with chicken and just have done outstanding with it. Me and Rob from Mo Creeks went fishing last year at a power plant. And it was me, him, and my nephew. And we all each had 2 rods apiece and using a double hook rig. And me and my nephew were each using, I had a piece of chicken and a piece of shad on each one of our rods. And I think we caught around 15 fish that day. And only like 3 came off shad. Everything else came off chicken. What's going on, Miss Catfish Regulators? All right. Lisa, I will be out here till about dark. And then, like I said, there was kind of a last minute deal. And so far, it's been productive. Southwest Catfish Squad, what's the fish count? Let's see. I have been live for 39 minutes right now. And so far, we've got 2. We've got a 27 pounder, and I threw one back. I didn't weigh him. I'm going to guess probably 6 to 8 pounds, probably. So we're off to a pretty good start. Both on chicken, that is correct. And the bad thing, I've got a cooler full of like killer bait. I stopped at one little drainage ditch, tossed the throw net, and ended up with a bunch of nice buffalo, carp, and shad. And I'll be honest, I had this chicken in the ice box, and I just kind of grabbed it as an afterthought. Oh, well, I just had a big old yacht come up river here, and man, I've got some huge waves coming in now. And there's another one coming up river. Original extra crispy. Just plain chicken, no Kool-Aid, no nothing on it. Just plain old chicken thighs. I've tried it both ways, and I mean, this is just my opinion. Using in the cherry Kool-Aid or strawberry Kool-Aid or whatever, I don't really think that makes too much of a difference. but I will say it does firm it up a little bit to where it don't come off the hook as easy. That's what I've noticed. So. El Gato, how we doing? Scholar Rush, what's going on? And both those fish came out off of there's a in low water. This rock bank that like there's a ledge that comes out, like a dirt bank that kind of comes out and drops. And I caught him right on that ledge, and it's not real super deep right there. So these fish may be in a little shallower water this afternoon. So we'll kind of kick back, see what happens if we start keeping getting action on those an outside rod. We'll probably switch everything up in the shallow water. Tom Kelly, Outdoors, how are we doing? Thank you, sir. So far, we've gotten 2 blues, so I'm off to a pretty good start. So. I'm going to check this outside rod. I've had it out since we got here and no hits on it so far. So. Fresh bait on there. Put some buffalo on this rod. Get that scale off the tip of that. Kind of downsize my bait just a bit compared to what I normally throw. All right. Got all the baits back out. Let's see how this goes. No, Nick, yes I have, buddy. What's going on, Mr. Duggar? use knock gelatin to firm up my chicken. Okay. I've had something I will say I have tried lots of different watersheds for with chicken. I've tried in farm ponds. I've had zero luck in farm ponds, but I seem to notice like anywhere like a creek or a river that has clams or mussels or anything, it seems like I do pretty well with it. But like I said, I haven't really done any good in any of the local lakes with the chicken, so I don't know what the issue with that is, but it definitely seemed like it worked better for me in the creeks and rivers. Boy, that dang wind is ripping. 351. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. I hope everybody enjoying their Veterans Day. If any of y'all's veterans, thank you so much for your service. Any fish yet? Yes, Mr. Duggar. Let's see. First fish was a 27-pound blue, and then we ended up catching one all that's probably 6 or 8 pounds. So far, we have been streaming for 49 minutes. So we got off to a really good start. And I've got shad, carp, and chicken for bait, and both those fish came off chicken. So I actually switched up my middle rod to chicken as well. So we've got 2 rods with chicken and one with the buffalo head and body section. And to the 2 fish that came out of the shallower water versus the main channel over here. So as this fall progresses going into the winter, I'd say probably almost all my fishing will be during the daylight hours. See, I have struggled trying to catch them at night once the temperature really drops. Yeah, Duggar, chicken thighs. Like I said, I just kind of grabbed it as an afterthought, and that's where both fish came off of. Danny Stone, U.S. Army 7th Infantry Division. Thank you very much, so much for your service, Danny. Well, y'all keep hoping this wind lay down so I can kind of adjust my camera setup. What's going on, Lee Evans? Lee, so far we've got 2, buddy. We've got 2. One really nice blue, about 27, and the other one about 6, 8 pounds. So we're off to a pretty good start so far. It's definitely gotten cooler since I've gotten here. Like I said, it's supposed to be in the 30s in the morning. Got this big front coming in. Liam's, yes, yeah, like I said, it's supposed to be. It was, oh my gosh, I think it was like almost 70 degrees when I got up this morning, and when I left the truck about an hour ago, it was right at 61. So it's dropped pretty good, and it's definitely dropped since I've been here, which is going to be great for this weekend because it's our opening weekend of firearm deer season here in Missouri. And if I didn't have where I need to be accessible, I would actually be in the deer stand right now. So wind is blowing. It's blowing hard here. I am from Missouri, but I actually crossed the river. I'm in by Chester, Illinois. I'm a few miles down the river from Chester, Illinois. Yeah, and I'm out on a wing dike out here in the river, and the wind is ripping down this river. Well, the wind is hitting them rod tips. It kind of backlash fisherman. Hello, thank you for coming in. I'm not sure if I've ever seen you in live on one of my streams. Thank you very much for coming in. Yeah, the river had been steadily falling the last several days, and in the last 2 3 days, it actually it's still dropping, but it's slowed down just a little bit. But there is still a ton of drift out in this big eddy out in front of me. Yeah, fishing freedom. Yes, it is falling, buddy. It is it has been falling fast the last few days, and I just got this saying it's still falling. It's going to fall for the next day or so, and it'll start leveling out by this weekend. And like, well, I normally fish on this dike. I'm usually about another 8 foot down the side of this dike when I fish. And I was saying earlier, I wanted to be set up on top of this dike so you guys can get a better shot of the rods and everything. But with the wind ripping, I'm kind of hunkered down about halfway down the side of the dike. And I'm actually leaning against a rock. Oh, really? What are you wrong about, Danny? Buck, what's going on, buddy? No, see these two rods right here, close to us, are Uncle Lou's. Then the outside rod is a Mad Cat's. Solo, if you get me to 5 horns by Christmas, I'll change my channel to Bird Nest. Hello. It'll come, Backlash. It'll come. You'll see, oh my gosh, you'll see crazy growth some months and other months. And I'll be honest, it's been really slow few weeks for me as far as channel growth. But just got to keep hacking away at it. Fishing free up and get that beer done around all the loggers out in the deer woods, and the deer are moving. I always did like hunting those fresh log over spots, especially a year or two after they get done cutting. There's always like all that forage that starts popping up. I just got the Uncle Lou's rod not too long ago, and I used them the first time a couple weeks ago with that power plant leg. And I'll tell you what, so far, they just what little bit I've used them, I really are liking them. I'm hooking to a big one on these things just to see how they do. The Mad Cat, I've caught some dandies in that rod so far, and that rod has done nothing but impress me so far. Thank you. Let's see here. Just get here. I'm from Boo Hill, found called Malden. Heck yeah, I know what Malden is. I've done some work down that way. Yeah, you guys, you and Fishing Freedom both are really close, and when Fishing Freedom went on that Avid show, I kind of missed talking to him chat a little bit. Want to hook up with him and then do some fishing. Heck, you too. Get together and do some river fishing or something. And put some fresh my bub killing monster 900 plus pound bull. Man, that's on my to do list. I want to go elk hunting the worst way. Remember, I finished a fixture rant status on my channel today. Sorry about that. Hooks, Chris, you being mean to people again? I'm gonna freshen that outside right up. I caught 2 fish in that one piece of chicken, and they had it pretty shredded up. So 5 New Mexico. But yeah, I know. Actually, we actually have elk here in Missouri that you can apply for tag. They only issue 5 tags though. And I think let's see, it was last year they had their first elk season, and this was year their second. Now, all 5 people last year filled their tags, and I believe so far only one individual has filled an elk tag so far here. I have an elk herd 70 miles north of me. Up last year, October, was a nice video. Didn't make it up this year. I believe Red River, New Mexico. Monster. Yes, I know there's some giant elk in New Mexico. Damn, their campsite, and I have sitting here my phone. Well, Danny, I'll tell you what. I bet there's probably more deer saved because of technology in the last few years than anything. Folks get bored in the woods and start playing around on the phone, and like you know how it is when you're deer hunting. A lot of times, I mean, it's just a matter of seconds. You'll have an opportunity for a shot sometimes. Nice mule deer. Hey, what's going on, Art? Lisa, since you left, I have not caught any since the last when I first caught those 2. I haven't caught any more. Maybe it might be my good luck charm. What's going on, Freddie? Got a train coming by. Yep, they did issue bear tags this year, Danny. And we've seen bears all the way up this far, uh, up Missouri, in different places. So I hope so, Lisa. I hope so. Buck, I'm out of the loop. What happened to Big Mike's wife? You don't mind me asking? I know he was live last night, and I fell asleep. Big head, Chris. Come on, kitty. Hopefully, get a couple more before it gets dark on us. What's going on, Big Matt? She fell off the dock into the river. Oh my goodness! Not a good time of year to do this, especially where he fishing. That current is crazy swift. I'll have to message him later, check on her. Yeah, right there where he fishes below that either Nickajack or Chickamauga. Yeah, that's when I got them gates open. That the turbine run, that water is ripping through there. Plus, right there close to them piers, it's full of big old rocks and everything. She was fine last night. She was just cold, but no injured. Good deal. Awesome. No injured. Awesome. Yeah, this time of year is not a bad idea if you're going to be fishing somewhere to keep a extra change of clothes or something. Because, well, you take a header off in the water this time of year, it can get bad in a hurry. I've actually been thinking about buying a wetsuit for when I'm out in my kayak and I'm fishing in the winter. God, I bet it was scary to watch. But something messing around with that outside rod a little bit. But Saturday now, they wife works till noon. We'll hold the fish free and get out there and get in the stand Saturday afternoon. This front coming in, I think they'll be moving. They're going to be moving really, really well this weekend. Thank you, Uncle Jeep. Yeah, fish free when I shot a doe a couple weekends ago, and as soon as I got home, and both my daughters, they're in their 20s, and they're like, backstrap for dinner, Dad. I'm like, yeah. So got that deer taken care of, boy. I fried them up, and oh my gosh, it was amazing. Freaking deer running everywhere. Woo. Yeah, if I didn't have to work tomorrow, I'd be pulling all day sit. Well, the daggum wind makes it hard to see if it's you get a light biting fish. It's kind of hard to see the way that wind's whipping them rods around. Makes Joe crazy. Yep, I feel you, Uncle Jeep. I feel you. What we got here? Damn, my video today was collab with first time fishing and pal man bass. I've only done a couple of. Oh, that's yeah. They both love to hunt, fishing and freedom. Both my girls, and they both got a couple of I both got a couple stud bucks to their credit. So well, just want to think that wind's gonna lay down, boys. It starts picking back up. I think it's supposed to be pretty breezy tomorrow too, though. So hey, Angel Henka, how we doing? Got 27 wonderful people watching the rods. Well, when we first got out here, we got into a couple fish pretty quick. One real nice blue and another smaller blue, and since then it's kind of see we've been out here about an hour and 14 minutes. I really can't say too much. I mean, we've only been out here an hour and 14 minutes, so. John Davis, ain't luck. Yes, I first got out here. I caught one blue 27 pounder, and I caught another one probably 6 to 8 pound. I'm guessing. What's going on, Mark? So that's been and both those fish were caught on this outside rod I've got thrown towards the bank. There's a little ledge that comes down, and both those fish came off chicken, and I had shad and carp on the other two rods. And like I said, both fish came off chicken so far. adjust the rods around a little bit. We all came in here. Let's see here. See, it said Mid-South in here. What's going on, Dale? Didn't see you come in, buddy. Mid-South, how you doing? No, Mid-South. I am out on a wing dike. It's where I'm at. Actually, here's what I got going on, Mid-South. I've got the main river to my... Here, let me try to pick this up here. Let me try to move this around without jacking everything up here. All right. Here's the main... This is the main river right here. And I am fishing off the tip of a wing dike. It's where I'm set up. There you go. Let's back the camera. And I am fishing out off the tip of the wing dike. And honestly, I'd have my camera facing the other way. Normally, when I do live stream right here, the water has been considerably lower, but the water is really, really high right now. So we're fishing on the edge of this current seam. But both fish actually came from the inside of this wing dike back in that pocket. What's going on, Tina? So we are fishing this pocket back here, and both fish came shallow. And the two rods I've got on the current seam and the one out in the main current, I have yet to get a hit on yet. So we'll have to see what happens here. These fish may be, with the water being higher, could be up in the shallow water. And I was kind of at a bad spot to try to set up, just the way the water's up and the wind is ripping. I would normally be on top of this dike streaming, but the way that wind's ripping, you guys would never be able to hear anything. So I'm hunkered down, halfway down the side of this dike, you know. Those are medium heavy, Johnny. Those are medium heavy. That's also my Uncle Lou's are medium heavy too. I like the medium heavier rods because you get what we got going here? We got hit. We get lighter. You get those lighter biting fish. You can still pick up the bites. Hey, what's going on, Bob? Fins and fine. So. Bob, you and Chris gonna get together and do some fishing? Second rod, yep, get a little tap, tap, tap. Oh, that's right. Yep, cat count. I am gonna try really hard to make it, guys. But gotta see what my work schedule brings. Like I said, the only reason we got off today was because Veterans Day. So yeah, I'd really like to come up here and see you guys. What's going on, Nina? Wild turkey? Out here enjoying this beautiful November afternoon before this weather system comes in tonight. Temperature is going to drop dramatically overnight. So don't want to see me, Chris. Wow, you just hurt my feelings. Wait a minute, I don't have feelings. That's right. Well, let me rephrase. I'm looking forward to seeing Telly. I look forward to seeing Telly if I can make it. I apologize. I apologize. Got a big barge coming out river behind me. Sounds like Nina. Okay. Make a little email because my sister has a friend we call Nina. That's why I was kind of thinking that. So Nina. Okay. Oh, fishy. Like I said, we got a barge coming up river. Maybe we'll get a barge bite out of this. Well, I thought we was going to tear into them hot and heavy. We got those first two fish earlier. They hadn't been here very long at all. Then it's just kind of slowed down from there. Freddie? Yeah, I'm horrible at pronouncing folks' names, and hopefully hopefully we can pick up a couple more cat before we leave. I wasn't sure they'd be hitting where the darn is because the river's been on a really fast fall for the last week and a half. I mean, it's been falling really, really fast, and just on the last 2 days, it's kind of started tapering off. Well, okay, it's not tapered off; it's still dropping, but it's slowed down significantly on the drop. So falling water can be extremely, extremely tough sometimes. All right, Mark. Yeah, yeah. I got my chores done. this morning after the rain and everything, and got everything buttoned up. So figured I'd come out here and try to entertain you all. Come on, kitty, kitty, kitty. Yeah, once November winds down, early December, I'll get back to fishing real hot and heavy. I'll try to fill the freezer up with some more deer. But then I'll fish all winter long, y'all. I'll be out here. I'll come out here all winter. What's going on, Larry Oliver? So, pontoon doing, can't drive, can't chat. Well, I appreciate you coming in. So far, we've gotten two, Jody. You got one 27-pound blue, and then one little old 6 to 8 pound blue so far. That was right about an hour ago. So it's been a little bit. First half hour was here. We've got those two. Then the bite that's kind of slowed down. Pick the phone up here and show you all the big old barge coming out of the river. Caught 3 in the first 30 minutes last night, then the bite just died. Yeah, Chris, that's I'm wondering that's going to be the case here. I caught those 2 right away, then it just went, just kind of dropped off. But this is also one of those places I don't. Pico Fatter, how we doing? It's not one of these places where I catch high numbers of fish though either. I got other places I can go where I can just catch crazy numbers, but this is one of those places I usually when I do catch something, usually got the quality. What's going on, Haz? Dallas, hey, thanks for coming in. Setting hooks, crossing eyes. Well, I missed a few folks coming in. All right. Well, heck, both fish we caught when we first got here were in really, really shallow water. Well, shallow for this area. And I've still got a bait out there in it, but it hasn't got hit since. So. Yeah, that temperature is definitely dropping, y'all. Has when we first got here, first 30 minutes, got one around 27, got a 27 pounder and a 6 to 8 pounder, and then the bite has just dropped off. But like I said, we've only been here a little over an hour and a half, so I'm not complaining. got a bunch of slack in that outside rod. Trying to see what happens here. All right, Danny. We'll catch you later, buddy. Good luck out there. Starting to get that backwash from that barge coming through. Maybe we get things stirred up and get these fish fired up. I'll tell you what, y'all, I'm glad I brought a hoodie with me. I'll have to put that sucker on here in a little bit. Temperature's getting a little brisk out here. Hey, what's going on, Sean? Thanks for coming in, buddy. Sean, so far we've got to the first half hour I was here. We caught two of them. We got a 27 pounder and one about 6 to 8 pounds. So far, the first half hour was here. And since then, the bite has just kind of died off. Adjust these rods here in a bit. Let this water calm down from this barge and see if that gets anything stirred up. Kind of go from there. Wind has changed direction. I mean, it was going straight, coming from the north, going down the river. Now it's starting to switch and coming from the west. Fresh bait on. try some big old shad head and body section. See if get this one fired up. Right. What's going on, Steve Mosley? We got another train coming through. All kind of train traffic today. Oh. Just was getting hit on that outside rod. Something hit it a couple times, and that just kind of got fooling with it. pick up that outside rod, or an inside rod rather, because keep getting slack and kind of pulling down on, but not really serious though. Come on, kitty, you're gonna hit it, hit it. What's going on, Cujo? Buddy, Cujo, I was gonna head out head to the big woods out there today, but work got a hold of me. Had to stay tight where they get a hold of me, and plus the wind ripping, decided to stick close. But now, Cujo, I want to get a hold of you. Saturday, maybe midday, maybe we can try to get a hunting together. Cujo, so far we've got a 27 pounder and we've got a 6 or 8 pounder. What's going on, Justin? All right, Chris. So I'm gonna fish. Like I said, another hour or so, and then the sun will be set. Then I'll probably wrap it up. Need a big bite. James Kirkpatrick, how are we doing? Got a lot of folks filtering in and out of chat. I appreciate everybody coming in and watching. As Mark from Catfish and Crappie, and I'll do a little selfless promotion. Y'all ain't subbed to the channel, I appreciate it. Not only do we do the lives, we got the variety of packer fishing we do. Yeah, Justin, like I said, when we first got here, first half hour, we nailed 2. One real nice blue, about 27, and then a smaller one. And it since then, it's just the last hour and a half has been nothing. Like I said, we weren't here. Oh, shoot, couldn't have been here probably not even 20 minutes. Caught the first fish, and wasn't even another few minutes after that, we caught the next one. Then after that, it's just slowed down big time. But we ain't gonna give up, not yet. Try to get a couple more fish, hopefully for the sunset sets. I mean, dang, for November, the weather is absolutely beautiful. The wind, though, it could definitely be a lot less. Lisa, I've been ready. I've been ready for a big cake down. Been ready for a big. I just switched up to a big old shad piece on this inside rod. Hopefully that'll get one fired up. But I still got chicken on the 2 outer rods. And I may end up putting a piece of carp back on that middle rod here in a little bit. Yeah, the rivers they're gonna level out here in 2 or 3 more days, and fishing will probably actually get pretty decent. But the temperature's gonna be pretty significant drop the next few days. So what did I catch the first ones on? Caught them on chicken. Caught them on chicken thigh. And I had 2 rods baited, one with the carp head and one with the shad body section, and both fish come off chicken thigh. Which something I was saying earlier. I've noticed seems like I do better on the chicken when the weather gets colder. First of all, I know a lot of folks say they do really good in the hot weather with it, and this is my first year trying chicken, and I really didn't catch much with it during the summer. I mean, a few fish, but now last spring when the water was cold and last winter, oh, I did great on it. I'm seeing some shad every so often out in the slacker water pop up on the surface, so there's definitely bait fish here. After today, it might be a couple weeks before I get to go fishing again. So, hand me down outdoors. Hello from Illinois. Hey, that's actually I'm on the Illinois side. Hand me down fishing today. I'm from Missouri, but like I said, I'm on the Illinois side fishing today. Oh, just got a hit on the shad head, guys. It's a great big piece of shad head though, so I'm gonna have to let that fish hammer down on that one. That's a big old hand-sized piece of shad. So hopefully, hopefully that fish gets serious and nails it. I think it was one of those Brian B-sized fish that are tapping on it. Yes, hand down. It's extremely windy. This morning it was raining here until about 9 o'clock, and there was hardly any wind at all. And then about 11 o'clock, it was like a switch flipped. But like I was saying earlier, it's that front. We got a big front coming in, and that's that wind pushing that front in here, and the temperature's dropped significantly since I've been here in the last almost 2 hours. Little dude tapped that closest rod a couple times, and that was it. Probably freshen the bait up on these 2 outside rods here in just a second. That's one thing I definitely can't stress enough. If you have plenty of bait, by all means, keep your baits fresh. What rods am I using? Okay, Lisa, the 2 rods right here are Uncle Lou's medium heavies, and the very outside rod over there, which both fish came off of, is a Orange Crush Mad Catz medium heavy. I mean, I've got a pretty wide selection of rods. Yeah, I've got a Whisker Seeker, which I really like it when I'm fishing like lakes and stuff. And I've got some of my old ugly sticks I've had for years. And I've caught some good fish in those cheap ugly sticks. I mean, just my opinion, for money, especially someone's on a budget, just starting out, you can't hardly beat those Catfish specials by Ugly Stick. And all 3 of my reels are paired with the Abu Garcia 6500 series. HS, I am on call, buddy, from work, and I cannot. I couldn't go to my wood spot. I'm on call, so I gotta be accessible by phone. So, and where I hunt, there is no service. So, yeah, trust me, I'm not happy about it. I would much rather be sitting in the deer stand. Dave Garcho, how we doing? Yeah, Heath, because it's starting to crank up around here pretty good. It's starting to get interesting. Oh, definitely, Lisa. Yeah, it's always good to uh, see what other folks use. And I'll be honest, I a lot of these rod brands I never even really heard of or messed with until I really got involved with the catfish community. And like these Uncle Lou's rods, oh my gosh, I haven't had them very long at all, but so far they've just really impressed me so far. They've got enough spine, even these medium heavies, they've got enough spine to handle a big fish, but yet the tip's soft enough where you can catch those light biters, and you also got the tip is fast enough where you can really snap a bait way out there if need be. Oh my gosh, $10 yesterday on. Yeah, Heath, I went to I got to go a few days ago, and I had a handful of bucks running around the stand, and I actually passed on one buck. I'm kind of kicking myself for passing, but let's freshen them baits up. Closer to 75. Close. Oh, yeah, it might as well be a mile when you got archery equipment in your hand. Boy, Joe, that's might be. It's getting to be almost done with flatheads for the season because water temperature starting to get in the low 50, but it is definitely 100% possible yet. Better be watching the wood line by your honey hole. Might see a brown beast. Yeah, definitely. I actually was watching close on the way over because I didn't see anything. Time's right for flatheads. Mr. Kitty Whiskers, how we doing? That's right. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. So, yeah, like I said, this is probably the last time I fish for a hot minute for a few weeks anyway. I get serious about my deer hunting, but like I said, I'll live stream all winter. I'll hit some of these power plant lakes and get back out here in the river if it don't get too high on me. And, yeah, folks, if you guys can withstand the temperature a lot of times in the winter, I mean, there's good blue cat fishing all through the winter. It can be a little rough sometimes sitting out here, but Uncle Lou, the first half hour we was here, we got two. We got a first fish we got was a 27-pound blue cat, and then I caught one around 6 to 8 pounds right after that. And since then, it has slowed down a little bit. So, and just a little bit ago, I had an old tap on this outside rod, but he never came back and hit it. I am getting a bunch of slack in my second rod. Rolled up. What's going on, Tiger? Like I said, we're going to give this to getting closer to dark. But back to work tomorrow, and hopefully don't have to end up working the whole weekend. What's going on, Ace? Need to start campfire in the boat to stay. Yeah, I'm on the bank on this end of this wing dike, and I would easily say his temperature has dropped probably a good 10 degrees since I've got out here. And it's supposed to, it was right at like 70, 69 this morning, and by tomorrow morning it's supposed to be down in the 30s. So a few days ago we had some temperatures in the low 20s. Yeah, cool. We did that a lot back in the day on these dikes in the wintertime. We'd make us a fire. We'd catch some of them small blue cat. We'd peel them out and spit them and used to roast them on a fire in the wintertime when we was younger. Hand me down outdoors. Happy Veteran Day, y'all. And if any of y'all is veterans, like I said earlier, thank you so much for your service. Without our veterans, we wouldn't be able to do the things we do. River needs to drop a little bit more so I got more room to maneuver around. What's going on, Lance? Buck Tillman, how we doing? What's going on, Epic? How you doing, Tim? Tim, so far it's been one 27-pound blue and one little 6 8-pounder. That so far has been it. And that was in the first half hour when we got here. And since then, the bite has just really slowed down. And both those fish, Tim, came out of a really shot. I mean, these two out rods, I still got them out towards out here in this current seam. But both fish came on that outside rod, fishing that shallow water. Yeah, 27 ain't bad effort, but that's one of them fun sizers. We want one of them. We want an epic catfish. Yes, epic. This rod right here, I got a big old donkey bait on this one on the outside. It's out there in the main channel. And I have not even had so much of the tap so far from any of the rods. Well, I take that back. I did have a little hit on that one out here in the channel, but that's been it so far. Any action I've had is everything has been more to the inside of this, outside of this, the big eddy right here. And that's where both my fish came from. But the water is quite a bit higher than it has been in quite a while. Had a lot of two this season. Woo. Yeah, I had a couple close calls this year too myself. I didn't lose anything, thank goodness, knocking wood. But yeah, I've had a couple close calls, especially fishing out on these wing dikes. You don't have the rest jamming these rods, these rocks and stuff, and not exactly the best rod holders in the world. On dude Joe's and them cats right talking smack how they took the rods. Had a buddy of mine a few years ago sitting on this wasn't this dike, it was a dike down that had a break in it. And we were fishing that break. And we told him, he didn't have much river experience. We told him, hey, make sure you anchor that rod down, keep an eye on it. Well, he didn't. And boy, he had a big old takedown. That rod launched off in the inside of that cut. And luckily, I happened to have a rod laying there I wasn't using. I was able to pick it up right away, and I threw it out. And it was got lucky and snagged his line and still had the fish on there. He got his fish and his rod back. That time the river had been dropping here like crazy for about a week and a half, and it's still dropping, but it's not as fast now. It's still, and I guess the river way of looking at may stabilize out in about 2 3 days from now, or level out rather. So come on, kitty. It's a good one here before this thing wraps up. Yeah, Texas. That was definitely that night epic loss I rod. That was massive. Yeah, take down of the century. That fish had that was just pure raw power. That fish. I mean, it's crazy just how hard this a medium sized blue will sometimes really, if they're being aggressive, how hard they'll take a rod down. Squirrel. Squirrel, when we first got here, first half hour, we picked up two blue cap when we first got here. And since then, it has been last couple of hours. It has been slow. No hits since we got those first two. I was thinking, okay, we might really be getting into them, but yeah, it's been a nil since then. Got about another half hour, 45 minutes before dark, and maybe we can pick something up. I'm not going to fish after dark today because I didn't bring any of my lights or anything with me. The only thing I got is a headlight to walk out with. So this was kind of a last minute deal. So got 30 wonderful people watching. I greatly appreciate every single one of you guys coming in and watching the rods with me. Just that. What's going on, Ernie? Remember what happened? Yeah, you're right, Cujo. We ended up lost a freaking giant that one last time. It was a last minute deal. I'm gonna reposition the second rod. Betty, dark there? Yeah, it'll probably gonna be dark here, probably here very, very shortly. Starting to get a little brisk. I'm starting to regret wearing my shorts out here. Yeah, Epic it is. It's a beautiful time of the year, Betty, and Epic it is a gorgeous time of the year. Seems like the leaves and everything turned a lot later than they normally do, and they're hanging on a little longer. Here in another week or two, there won't be no leaves. Everything, trees will be barren. I don't mind the winter as long as it don't get bitter cold. But trust me, I'm ready for ready for next spring. I put the hoodie on. Yes, Betty, I am so ready for May. Can't wait for Mendota. Now that we got a little better idea of what we're doing up here this year, along with the fish cooperative, it might be a slaughter fest. Cause we were all kind of going up there blind, not really knowing what we were doing, and none of us have really. Oh, here we go. Second rod just got bumped. Come on, sucker. Tear her down. There we go. Come on. Tapping on it, but not. I literally just threw that rod out. You're right, Epic. I worked up in Burlington, Iowa. I worked for 3 years up there doing a fertilizer plant job up there. We built this scaffold. Oh my God! I remember we had 1 month there. It was -30, -40 for a month straight. That was miserable. Little dinker, I guess, tapping on it. Pretty decent sized bait, so hopefully maybe he'll pull around and hook himself. We're gonna pick that rod. 3 hours north of Berlin. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I used to work in Iowa quite a bit doing scaffold and stuff, Des Moines and whatnot. But it's been a haven't had to go up there any this year. Yeah, that's a haul for you whenever you uh, do come down to Alton and fish. That's a heck of a haul for you. Used to fish there when I was up there and working on Iowa. Tim fished behind the Keokuk Dam and caught some really, really nice fish there. And the Des Moines River quite a bit, and I caught some really nice flatheads out of the Des Moines River when I was working up there. Was some big just rolled up right there. Starting to get a few dink bites, but nothing serious. You're absolutely right, Chrissy. Thank you so much for all the veterans that are watching and all the veterans across the country. Like I said, they made it possible to do what we love to do, fish and other things, and can't be enough thank yous and appreciate expressed for their service to our country. Well, we got a half moon in the sky already. By mid in next week, we'll be dealing with a full moon. Starting to get a few carp that are rolling up on the surface. What's going on, Big Mike? Lyle? Big Mike, I heard your wife took a tumble last night. She doing okay? Because that had to be the scariest thing ever. Cause I know the spot you fish has got some serious, serious current. She's good. Scared of crab. Have a bow. Like she didn't fall in the main current. Yeah, because I've fished in areas you've fished for, Mike, and that current is no joke. And plus all the big rocks around it right there and everything. Just thank goodness she's all right. Wow, the first half hour we got here, we caught two blues. The biggest one about 27 pounds. But I have shad, carp on, but both fish I caught, Lyle, came off the chicken. And I kind of grabbed it as an afterthought. And I've got big baits, on these other two rods, but the one rod I have chicken, that's the only dadgum rod I've got any major hits on. I'm going to find my headlamp before it gets dark. I mean, I didn't bring any of my lights or nothing. I didn't plan on fishing after dark. And like I said, once it starts getting dark, I'm probably going to share it down because I didn't bring any of my lighting for my camera or anything. And so must be a sucker man. Well, folks, I'm darn the thing. I didn't bring my headlight with me. Made it private. Yeah, I can understand. That was probably pretty traumatizing for you and the wife both. Oh, there it should be. All right, Tim. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Like I said, it ain't gonna be too much longer. I'll be shutting this down. So I got a long walk out of here. But it was nice to get out in the river because it has been a few weeks since I've been able to get out on the river itself. You know, it's pouring here. Boy, Big Mike, we got a big front. It poured here last night, about 1 a.m. It started. It rained here till about 9 this morning. Moved out. The rain moved out, but now we got a front coming in, and it's when I left the house earlier this morning, had some stuff to do. It was around close to 70, and when I got here, it was probably 60, 59 or 60. And I know it's dropped quite a bit since then. It's going to be 30 something here in the morning. And the river is still dropping fairly fast because it always makes for a tough bite when the river's dropping. Which when I first got here, got on those coast couple right away. I thought, all right, might be a pretty good day. Like pouring water out of a bucket. Wow. Oh, little sucker. Must be a little bitty guy. Grabbing that big piece of bait and just they spin. The little bitty cat will grab that them big chunks of bait and they'll sit there and just spin on it like a alligator, ripping them chunks off. And I don't know if y'all can hear them. Got a bunch of geese. Got a bunch of geese going up the river. Big old oxbow on the other side of the river. Them geese. Anytime they're coming through, that's usually where they end up settling down for the night. Gonna have dinner and stay tonight? No, Ernie, like I said, I'm gonna give it to right at dark. Then I'm gonna wrap it up. Gotta be at work early in the morning. So, like I said, they were. No, Ernie, like I said, I'm gonna shut her down here in a little bit, but I want to give it to right at dark because I don't have any of my lights or anything to go live tonight, but I do got a headlight to walk out with, so that's all I need. So. sucker already hit it. Little bitty guys. Creek fishing adventure around Mike's spot has cool to see it in the daytime. Buck, are you talking about a Big Mike spot? Yeah, that water is clear, crazy clear, right there where Mike fishes. I've been there in the summer a couple times fishing, and it's like insanely clear. Oh, when the train and stuff ain't going by, it's just so peaceful out here, just dead quiet right now. I'm surprised I haven't seen any deer on the banks. A lot of times when we fish here, we see them coming out of the brush there along that, feeding on some of this browse out here along this edge of this riverbank. Come on, fishy. And when it gets really, really cold, I'll actually go back up in this cut, big old deep hole, but it's kind of a traditional wintering hole. Try to do some fishing in there and see if we can't get into some cat here in another month or two once the temperature really, really gets cold. Right now, these cats are still pretty active. Come on, kitty, kitty, kitty. What is today? Yeah, today's Veteran Day. It's Thursday. You have to. I'm gonna wrap it up here for long, and like I said, I want to get home, got fish with the Chad on tonight, and then we got a panfish, panfish nation on after that. So I have to make sure y'all tune in for that. Yeah, the weather gets good and cold, y'all. I'm gonna take you guys the power plant lake we fish, and usually we can catch some crazy numbers over there in the dead of winter with a good one thrown in once in a while. To be honest, most of them's a lot of eater sized fish, but it can be some fast paced action though. So look forward to doing a few lives there this winter. Bill Smith from York, Pennsylvania, looking for that takedown. Bill, it has been slow the last couple of hours, buddy. When we first got out here, I mean, the first 20 minutes we caught two. Caught one around 27 pounds, and we caught another around 6 to 8 pounds, and then the bite just has just shut off. But we got this front pushing in, so I don't know if that may have slowed him down because the temperature has dropped significantly in the last couple of hours. So yeah, folks, y'all have to check out Fishing with the Chad at 7 o'clock, and then at 8 o'clock you got Panfish Nation with Lyle. You guys have to check them out. Seeing if none of y'all check them out. Check them on YouTube. What's going on, Kelly? What's going on, Dockery? Dockery has been slow, buddy. Well, when we first got here, James, we caught, like I was just telling these folks, I caught one a 27 pounder, and I caught one around 6 or 8 pounds. And that was in the first 20 minutes when we got here. And then it has just shut off since then. I've had a few little pecks and stuff, and that had been absolutely it. James, that was some nice looking crappie you caught yesterday. You posted up. Rob's been getting into some slabs in a private place he's been going. Some absolute just dandies. Kelly, yes, the river is actually fairly high right now, but it is on the drop right now. So that definitely it's not helping the fishing any, but the drop has slowed from what it was just a few days ago. A few days ago, I mean, it was dropping like crazy, but it's slowed down quite a bit, but it is still dropping. But yeah, the current's ripping. I've got 14 ounces on the closest rod, the middle rod. I've got 12 ounces, and the outside rod I've got 10 ounces. Yeah, James, with work and everything, I didn't get a good chance to go up to northern Missouri this year. I was looking forward to it. I was hoping to be able to stop by and shoot the breeze with you for a little bit, but with the work schedule and everything, wasn't able to make it up this year. My hunting buddies got up there and they had a successful trip. So, oh, there we go. Yeah, Doc, we got a local lake uh, in our town here. They released a bunch of rainbow trout in 1st of November. And man, some of my buddies been going out and just catching them like crazy. I haven't went yet. Haven't had time yet, but I'm gonna try to get over there one day and mess around with some of the trout. And there's also some pretty nice crappie in that lake too. So I will be hunting this weekend, then fishing all next week, plus a class all week. Yeah, James, if I don't have to work, I would definitely be. I would be in the woods myself this weekend for our Missouri gun season opener. But I don't see a buck I want to take. I'll definitely probably harvest a couple of does for freezer meat. Boy, folks, I am going to shut it down here in just a second, I think, because like I said, I want to still have enough light to get back to the car. I do have my headlight, but I'm out on the end of this wing dike, and I bought just one little headlamp with me. So, some my gear together while we're waiting. I'm not going to be, Mr. James, who would say there. I'm not going to be horn hunting this year, but if one walks through me, I will tag him. Be safe, guy going. All right, Buck. Yeah, James, I'm pretty, I am extremely selective about what I shoot for as a buck, but don't get me wrong, I would definitely drop the hammer on some does for some freezer meat. But James, it ain't really about the size of the rack. I like it just as far as a buck. I like an older class animal. All right, folks, we're going to shut her down. I got a little bit of a walk to the car, and I didn't bring any of my big lights or anything. And guys, David just came in. Getting ready to shut her down, David. Uh, I appreciate you guys, every one of you guys coming in. Happy Veterans Day. And thank you so much for the veterans that have served and y'all that are in service. And I appreciate every one of you guys coming in. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Y'all have a good one.